Hello, my friends. So we have here a little addition to the part 2 for the 2 or 4 days for cleanup and closing. Okay? The number 1 it's for for everyone in churches that live without being married, such as monks, nuns, bishops, the Pope himself, everyone else from all religions that have those type of communities where people do not marry. They also need to go home right away in up to 48 hours. And then also for hermits of anywhere, living anywhere, for any belief, they also have 48 hours to clean up the place they live, go to the city and register. If they cannot register yet, they have to go to the city anyways and find a place where they can stay these 4 weeks in a proper housing establishment. And the same is for everyone in military base or military university, class, study, office, anything that's related to military in the same country, own country, or in another country. They also have to go home in up to 48 hours. So everyone needs to go home in up to 48 hours for all these groups I'm saying right now. So everyone will be with their family, during these 4 weeks. Okay, they have to go back home. Everyone needs to go back home. This is very important. Ear speakers can be used now, for people to learn about the program and what they have to do to clean up, to organize, the best as possible according to their merit as well, what they really deserve, what they have been doing. So they have most information as possible for everyone. But as soon as they receive the notice for moving for those 4 weeks, that comes in any way, a phone call, an email, text message, or a neighbor, a friend, a family member, a co-worker, letting them know they have only 48 hours to move, to go to their location, and their earplugs mandatory for their ear speaker to be turned off in up to 10 minutes after notice time, because those ear speakers that people put from FBI, CIA, and I don't know who else, it's not good for people, making people become computers and do what they are told to do, but this is not good. People have to be people, okay? It's important. Humans have to be humans and turn off. So as soon as they have their message, they already know what to do. They already have all the information as possible up to that moment. When the message comes to them, that can also come from the owner of the place they work, or the owner of the place they study, or from the dean, or from the principal, or from their educational site coordinator, whichever it is. They have to listen, say yes, sir, or yes, madam, and go to the location they have to go, and have their ear speakers turned off. And then we're going to say how many days they have to take them out. So we're going to say right now, they have up to 4 weeks to take them out. Up to, not for everyone to leave for the last minute. Up to 4 weeks to take them out from the body. Okay? Because they're not good, and we cannot have people follow instructions on their ear, like have been doing. And it should be a blessing, a great happiness. Oh, yes. Oh, goodness, let's go and be with family, right? Start a new life and renew and work only a half day, study the other half, right? It's going to be a real gift for everyone. And as soon as they arrive at their family, house, if they have a good house, they stay. If they want another house, they can move to those locations that are available that we already said on the video part 2. Okay? All right, my friends. So thank you so much. And it will be a gift to renew life, right? Okay, talk to you soon. Thank you. The other group of people that need to clean up everything in up to 48 hours are all non-profit organization and profit organization. Okay, it's very important. They will clean up, leave the computers, printers, shredders there, but everything else they have to clean up. Okay, leave all documents, take everything. They can only bring the reports. For all these people already said, for monks, nuns, bishops, military of all type, and also groups that meet, and profit and non-profit organization. They have 48 hours. They have to make the reports, right? As I already said, up to 2-page report, and in the way I described, and close it down. Okay? All right, because for the places that have bedroom, such as places where the nuns live and communities like that, religious community in general, they can have a note at the door and leave the door open for people that are coming. But people that already live there, nobody can stay there. They have to move out. It's important to move out and renew instead of staying there. And even that they already have someone that they like, they will marry, they cannot stay there. They have to move to another location and renew. Okay, because we don't want anyone to be remembering things they were doing, such as nuns, monks, all these people in military bases. They live there, but they cannot stay there. Other families can come and live there, or homeless, or people from slums, people from refugee camps, people from China, they have a lot, people from all those cold countries, they can move in, all those people, but people that already live there, they cannot continue there, okay? All right, because of this importance of renovation. In the same way that people that drink, smoke, use drugs of any type, addictive, obese, overweight, they also have to move out to another location. All right? Okay, thank you. In the same way, for people that work in the ocean, in many ways, government people, fisheries, everyone that work in the ocean, and also people that work in a forest, cutting wood, right? These big wood companies, and they threw the tree trunks on the rivers. Everyone needs to have the same notice, okay? But for these people, fishers and people in big wood companies, they have up to 10 minutes. Stop, tell all the workers in 10 minutes and leave the site. If they're in the ocean, in big fishery ships, they have up to 10 minutes, to contact the captain, tell everyone else, gather their nets and go back home. Okay, that's very important. When they reach the port for the fisheries, will be in the same way. They reach the port, they cannot leave anymore. Those big ships will have someone on shore that will bring the ship to another designated location, not going to leave right there. Okay? Until the end of these 4 weeks, when people will already have the opportunity to start recycling and so on. This is very important, okay? Okay, so in the same way, for all the shops and establishments that use guns, rifles, right? Some are for sports, some are for training, or some are for hunting. All those people in the same way, they have up to 5 minutes to stop their activities and leave the site. That's very important. They have to leave, they have to attend. They have to cooperate, okay? For people that have guns or rifles or any similar item at their homes, I'm going to tell you now how they have to bring it themselves to the nearest police station and leave by the entrance. They are not going to leave those items with recycle items, with trash items, okay? All right, this is valid for very old ones, for new ones, for every type. So what's important, the first thing they're going to do for people that have these guns and rifles, they have to make sure it's unloaded. Make sure 2 times, look properly, it's completely unloaded. All right. Number 2, they're going to get all the bullets they have and put in a transparent bag. Okay, this bag they have to staple or close really properly, like a Ziploc bag. If they do not have a transparent plastic bag, they have to put in a transparent bottle, okay? Or the best as possible, need to be transparent, or just throw on the floor. They bring on their pockets and throw on the floor. It's forbidden to bring any bullet in a closed bag, a colored bag, or a bag that's not transparent. Number 3, they are going to get a bag, like a plastic bag, a simple bag, so it won't call attention from the people on the street when they're walking by until they reach the police station, the nearest police station. Okay, so they get a bag or they wrap up a white fabric, a clear fabric, and they drop it off at the nearest police station. Okay, so they are not going inside the police station. If there is a sign, put your guns here, because we are going to give notice. I'm giving notice now for all police stations to have, in a reasonable distance, maybe 4 meters from the main entrance, right? So it will be 4 meters or more, at least 4 meters from the street where people walk, from the sidewalk. So all police stations need to put this sign on their own language and in English. Please drop off your guns and rifles here. And ammunition, right? Drop it here, so they will know the location. All right, so you will unwrap the rifle or the gun and put there, right there, bare on the floor. Okay? So the fabric or the bag you used to bring the rifle or the gun, you just bring back home and leave it bare, flat bare on the floor. And then you drop off the bullets as well in the transparent bag, the transparent bottle, or from your own pockets. Just drop it off right there on the floor. And then you go home, okay? And thank God for doing that, because everyone doing that, we will promote more peace in our planet. For us to don't have those types. those type of things, because they are not needed, not positive for anyone. It's also mandatory for the police station to have a camera facing that area where people are putting their guns. Not to be checking the people that are dropping off, but just to be checking how many they are and things like that. The police needs to go at least 4 times a day and collect everything they see there on the floor, okay? Make sure it's always cleaned. The hours the police will be picking up anything that was dropped off there will be 8 o'clock in the morning, and then at 10 and 2 and 4 p.m. Okay? All right, so those 4 times they will be picking up everything that's there. For people that have other harmful items, they are also going to do the same thing. They're going to wrap them up in a bag or in a fabric and drop it off right there. And those items are the following: swords of any type, machete of any type, and everything else. Also harpoons and spearfishing, and all these items used for hunting, for fishing, if they're indigenous or used by anyone of any type. Okay, so why is that? Because we don't want those items at the recycle centers. The people go drop them off, and they have up to 24 hours to do that. 24 hours, okay? So, and get it done, because on the week that we'll be picking up the items from the residential communities, other families will be dropping off their things, children, teens. We don't want anyone to be playing with those items, okay? All right. And also for BB guns, the same way. They have to unload and bring in the bullets in the transparent bag or transparent bottle. For everyone that do have fishing lines, yarns, ropes, and that cannot be used for jump rope, for example, and threads and things like that, they also put in a transparent bag, okay, to make sure they don't get all over. That's very important for the people recycle center to send them to appropriate locations, because some can be used in schools, right, for their sewing. Some gonna be sent to sewing couples that gonna be fixing clothes. So for them to figure out, and some gonna be recycled. It's very important. Then all the nylon lines and threads the same way, okay? All right, so for fishing, hooks, because some come 3 and some come 4, they have crazy things on that. They have to put in a plastic container with the lid on, like a plastic transparent. The best is possible transparent, but the top needs to close properly, because people are going to be taking things out of those boxes, and as I said, we don't want any children, teen, or even adult to get hurt when they put those donations. All right, when the communities will have these areas for people to put different things in different places, they're going to have a small paper indicating what container or what box is for each item, right? If it's a box, they write on a box right away, and depending on they are, because some communities that live close to marinas or close to the ocean, they might have a lot of these materials, or people that live close to rivers, right? They will have a lot of it. and for other people in other regions, they might have other type of materials. So people will place them in clubhouses or another indicated location, or a house that's empty, to be away from rain, because then everyone will be ready when those pickup trucks come. They will be the most easy. Instead of them going to 50 homes or 200 homes, picking up one after another, the right is to bring to a specific location. And if they don't have a clubhouse or another covered area, such as a big veranda or something, they will be placing in one of the empty houses of the neighborhood, or empty business of the neighborhood, that will be told that they can bring to that location. Business only if it's right at their neighbor, right? Not far away, of course. If it's right there close by. If they are in a rural area, for example, or in a city, right? If it's a neighbor, okay? So people will have those 2 days or so to bring all the items that are not authorized to those recycle places. The other thing is that all families to be registered with the organization, for them to deserve to be have the confirmation of their position, department directors, they need to be properly registered with the organization. Okay, and it's on a first come first serve, because they will be owners of all those business. We're gonna be really special, right? So they have to hurry up and bring all documentation, all requirements asked, including proper clothes and proper items for the house, such as bedding items, linen, towels, kitchen towels, shoes, everything that people need, like the personal needs, and also for the house itself. Okay, then as soon as they get registered with the organization, bring all the documentation for their school, educational sites for the whole family and everything, and then they have that confirmations, a paper from the city office for them to be, officially the department director, because we are going to announce everyone at the organization launching day. That's one thing, right? We're going to nominate them, but it becomes official when they really have everything up to date. Okay, because people they need to have those things most as possible. We, the organization, will be choosing people that have the most items ready, but they have to bring over there, drop them off, and have that confirmation. Okay, thank you. Okay, my friends, so thank you so much. So I'm looking forward to this cleanup, and I will give you proper information on this 2 weeks of planting at home. Okay, thank you. Okay, the same is 24 hours notice for every company that bottles water. Okay, anywhere, if it's a city water, or if it's from real springs or real clean rivers, whichever they bring this water from, they also have up to 24 hours to do the reports, and up to 10 minutes to tell all the staff members and send most of them home. We will stay only the managers to close everything down. It's also mandatory for everyone that is playing gambling of any type, and games on cards and lotteries and things like that, offering those services, to stop in 5 minutes. So they have enough of time to tell their clients, because all these places, they have, people can easily reach others, say aloud that they're gonna start leaving in 5 minutes. They have up to 5 minutes to start leaving the establishment. And for gas stations and all these places that sell those games, they also have 5 minutes to don't sell anyone anymore to anybody. And all bars and nightclubs, they have up to 5 minutes to tell everyone as well. The staff members and the clients. Okay? Eating or dancing, whichever they're doing, 5 minutes for everyone to leave. Okay? And they have to close down. And in up to 10 minutes. So 5 minutes, everyone have to already start leaving. And up to 10 minutes, they have to close down. And then they don't have to do any reports, so next day no one will be there. Okay? If they have any food, the staff also have 5 minutes to get the food and bring home, because they're not going to be there for forever, right? The establishment will belong to someone else. For restaurants and cafes, people can finish, people that are eating, up to 20 minutes. They should finish their meal, and they also have to leave and no more new clients there. And perishable food can be given to clients and also to staff members, and the rest they can keep frozen because they also will be closed for 4 weeks. The only exception are for 2 or 4 restaurants in Florida that will be attending the headquarters International Teachers Conference. Okay, during the time they will be here. During the time they will be in Florida or New York. Because we will decide about the location only when the day gets closer. And only them will know about it. The proper location can be even in another country such as Brazil or Canada, as needed for security purposes. The other things for people that are playing games, officially or not, like NBA and all these things, and also for any team in any park or in any gym of any type, or playing free in parks such as soccer or football or anything like that. So they also have 5 minutes to tell everyone, and in 10 minutes everyone needs to be leave in up to 10 minutes. I think that's reasonable. They can make the reports of that team. That's okay, because they can do that. But for soccer and football, they don't have to do reports because it's not really positive, not needed. But for every other game that's positive, they can do that. A report in up to 2 hours, and they have to do that only with the managers, owners, right? And for all radio stations and TV channels, for any staff members, they have 5 minutes to tell everyone and up to 20 minutes for everyone to leave with any perishable food they might have. And for all companies of all types, producers, be negative or positive, they have 5 minutes to tell everyone, up to 20 minutes for everyone to leave, because that's plenty of time. Any perishable food, they do the same, they get it and already give to the people that are present. The only exception are those other places that I already said they can open for 2 or 4 days, such as the supermarkets, but nobody else. So for all classes of all types, and also for wrestling, karate, and all these martial arts also, 5 minutes to tell everyone, up to 10 minutes to leave the building. Also for dentist clinics and doctor clinics, the ones that are in the middle of something can finish up. Everyone goes home on that same time. 5 minutes to tell everyone, 20 minutes for everyone to leave. Okay, my friends, so thank you so much for your participation, and I talk to you soon. Have a great productive day. Thank you. Also for fairgrounds, rodeos, all animals, races and exhibitions and everything. Horse, dogs and everything else.